Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Spring Cup of Go Battle League with a lot of action by Ferrothorn upon the lead, at the back the Shadow rank 1 Mobile, while we're gonna have our safe switch on the face of Tentacruel. This team was suggested to me by costpent, who is a member of this channel and has helped me a lot on my YouTube journey. So right now we're gonna be able to pressure with that Mobile, as you can see, and huge shout out to costpent because this team did not only work for him and he's super close to Legend. I don't know if he has already reached Legend with this line on this rotation, but also to me because we're having a lot of action here with a line that it's pretty fun, entertaining, was pretty easy to master, and yeah, that's all about it. Now let's see how it is gonna work. So here it is with the Ferrothorn against the Ferrothorn. Of course, down we go after that. Poor energy and shield usage here doesn't matter. I was still trying to master the team on the first battles, so when I did, I figured out that rotating around Tentacruel is gonna be your main way to go, and especially you want to go aggressively in with your Tentacruel if you want to draw out of your opposing lines something like a Gastrodon, something like a Swampert, or something else that your Mobile is gonna be afraid of towards the end game, because with that Pokemon out of the way, well, you can farm it down, of course, with your Ferrothorn, and your Mobile will have the better closing scenario for sure. So here comes now the Ferrothorn of their own, and because they think they can farm me down, I can reach here to the Scald, and that's gonna secure my first victory for this entire video. Into the next one now. And my Ferrothorn is gonna face a Pelipper, so this is kinda tricky. It is always tricky because you need to land a Thunder in order to win. So what I want to do is to go for the 5th Bullet Seed, try to bait for the Thunder, and then throw, of course, the Power Whip because I do not have Thunder at all. I am using Flash Cannon here. Anyways, gonna see how this is gonna unfold, because we have now that Power Whip, which can definitely draw the shield before fainting on that final wing attack. They cannot reach to the Hurricane, so we can proceed into completely farming them down, but they have the Ferrothorn, which is a decent counter to my Tentacruel. Here comes the Power Whip, but still we can rely on the Mobile now, and they have double grass at the back, and here is where Mobile on its shadow form, the rank 1, will prove to be one of the best assets that you can get for this entire format. We're gonna block the move, whatever it is, we don't care if that's gonna be a Seed Bomb. We are super classy to take those moves, and then we can proceed to the total farm down with the boosted up Fangs up on that win. Into the next one now with the Trevenant upon the lead, kinda bad lead for us, so here is my mean face going in with the Tentacles, and we're gonna have the Quillfish of their own. So this is gonna be a Sludge Wave exchange, and as you can see, I'm not running Acid Spray at all. I'm gonna rely on the fact that I have that Nuke possibility towards my side. I was pretty sure this was not gonna be a Sludge Wave at all, so now we have the better options up against our opponent, because not only we have flipped around that very bad lead against the Trevenant, but also we have now the Mobile over the Trevenant, which is pretty neat. Now with the shield up, I'm pretty sure we can use it, block that Shadow Ball, which was pretty crucial, and now we can totally flip around their entire team composition, the alignment, because now they have that Tentacruel up against our Steel-type Pokemon, which is pretty neat. No Sludge Wave towards their side, so we can always go ahead and tank those Acid Sprays and Poison Jabs with ease. Down they go eventually, and all I want to do is to reach to a Power Whip before they reach the move. However, they can outspeed me here, and here comes now the Seed Bomb. Down we go, but Mobile is gonna be able to completely farm down the enemy Trevenant, and that is gonna fulfill my battle here on a very nice win. Trevenant against my Ferrothorn. Once again, this is kinda tricky, so I want to switch out and rotate around my Tentacruel, see how they react here, gonna take the move whatever that is. And of course now they're gonna respond with the Jellyfish. So this Pokemon, two jellies going up against each other. We're also jellyfish in a weird way. So yeah, Jellicent against Tentacruel. So here comes now that Sludge Wave of mine, and I believe we have a lot of options up against them with that Sludge Wave. So that's why I prefer it as my top charge attack overall. So here I might need to shield, and it's all up to my Mobile, to be honest, with that shield remaining at at the back. So here it is now at the back, they have the Azumarill, and yeah, we're gonna leave this battle because sometimes even costpent's team cannot work here while the algorithm is too big to encounter. So if costpent is watching this video, just tell me if I could do something else here, because I don't think I could. Azumarill was pretty much checkmate for my team here. Into the next one now, with a total farm down against the Ferrothorn with the switch. They have now the Tentacruel, so we can go with the play rough, and even resist it, it still does a lot. So we're gonna keep pressuring here with the power up punch. Hopefully they totally missed track of our energy. So yeah, perhaps that was the issue, because they blocked the power up funk. And to be honest, yeah, now we can definitely go in with that Ferrothorn. And yeah, I said power up funk because we are not having punch at all. All we do is with our funks. So here comes now the Shadow Mobile of their own, but is it rank 1? I don't think so. Power up punch from their side, and of course we stand on the upper ground, so we're gonna take this victory by making them top left this battle. Into the next one now with the Tentacruel. Something dropped over here on my desk anyways, and we're having the Tentacruel. So what I want to do here is to charge up to those power whips, because even if I have thunder, they will never be enough to finish them in one blow. So yeah, double power whips are gonna be my main way to go up against that Tentacruel for sure. So at this point we have farmed down a lot of energy on that Ferrothorn, and we can still land the player for almost the knockout on the Tentacruel. So that was crazy, and now we can definitely tank whatever they throw, get that extra energy point on our side. And all I want to do here is to throw my power whip as soon as possible, do some cheap damage at them. They decide to block anyways, so Tentacruel now can go in, and even if they get to that energy ball, they will never have enough energy to finish me off, since I have 2 shields remaining at the back, even from a Shadow Bomb Snow. And yeah, that is gonna be a checkmate once again. Ferrothorn on the mirror, this is always tricky, but what I want to do with this line is to rely on the fact that I have a Tentacruel at the back and a Shadow Mogul as my closer, which means that I am not afraid into switching out eventually. I want to see what their charge attack might be, because if they have Thunder, there is no reason to switch out, but instead they have Flash Cannon, so that was pretty easy for me to catch, kinda easy to predict when they are gonna throw. So I'm trying to catch here on the Tentacruel, and now I need a Power Whip and perhaps something more if they want to have the upper hand here. So they managed to get to that 4th bullet seed once again. I was trying to force that CMP, it happened of course, and now we can nuke them down with that Sludge Wave. I'm not sure if Scald could do the trick, because it's kinda defensive, that Ferrothorn. So now anyways, we're gonna return into the battle with our own Ferrothorn, trying to take that shield out of the way, and now my Shadow rank 1 Mobile is gonna go in. The Claw has definitely the answer against the opponent, because they have a Walrus at the back, and look at how much damage we can do back at that Walrus. So another move is coming off, this time an Icicle Spear, not the Earthquake at all, and we can keep pressuring with our power up funks. Look at that, let's get that sweet victory, trainers, because they have no chance at all. We can definitely block this move, completely farm down, they cannot do the same thing back at us, and our funks are gonna be too fiery for that Revenant. Into the final one now, and we're having the Walrein upon the lead. This is not that bad for the Walrein, and they decide to try and catch a move on that Revenant, but instead we throw the Flash Cannon, and anyways they sealed it, so no big deal over there. We're gonna block the next move. It ends up being just a Seed Bomb, which means that we might actually need to go ahead and block the next move as well, getting out of here with a lot of energy while they still have 1 shield remaining. I'm expecting them not to shield, but the play rough is still gonna connect for big damage on their Pokemon. Even if they bring that Earthquake towards our end, we can still go in with the Ferrothorn, trying to completely farm down. They have the Ferrothorn of their own, but a shield is up still to remain. A Flash Cannon here will do not that much of a damage, but still we can try and catch their own Flash Cannon on our Tentacruel, and that will definitely seal the deal up against the trainer. costpent really did an amazing amazing job here by suggesting this super good team that I really recommend to you trainers. Scald now, able to do some cheap damage back at them. They still have the shield, but to be honest, I think we have the upper hand over here, even though they still have Walrein, I believe, on their side. So here it is, the Walrein, we can farm down. Yeah, this is looking pretty promising, and that will wrap things up for today's video. Thank you for watching trainers, just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care trainers!